And what I'll do with these videos is actually put it on that YouTube channel. It's my personal one. And at the bottom there, fast food from the farmer's market. And so we'll have that for you all to share with others if they feel like it. And I'll be interested to see what my friends from around the world actually think of it too, you know? Because this will be different, because I'm normally in my kitchen doing cooking demos or talking about, have I lost any weight, gained any weight, what are we doing this week? Which is, you know, so odd for me if I think about this time last year. But you never know when you actually share how vulnerable you are about something, how it can actually inspire others and yourself. I've told my husband so many times this year, if I hadn't done that channel and if I hadn't started teaching and inspiring people at the gym, I would have quit. I would have definitely quit. And I, wouldn't continue to lose weight and get healthy. I would be going the other way. And I'm proud to say that we got preferred insurance rates, which my husband was really happy about. Because, I was like, I don't know all they look at and whatever, but evidently my blood's doing something right. And that's nice, and that's a blessing in disguise. So what happens when you actually get and shine your light and walk into the fear and walk into what might be scary? Well, let's look at John 8:12. Again, Jesus spoke to them saying, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. Every morning I wake up and I say a prayer, the prayer of Jabez, my father. He passed away a few years ago, but he gave me a little coin that has the prayer of Jabez on it, so that, that you may do no harm to others, but that you may do good for all. And so I think that if we start every day in service of other people, that our petty challenges will actually right themselves, and then you'll see the bigger picture. So let me talk about petty challenges. My petty challenge every day is how much food I'm going to eat, right? Don't we all have that challenge? And this is where I think it's appropriate for Thanksgiving, is how much is a portion? Well, these are Yum Yum dishes, and people on my channel have heard of Yum Yum dishes before. This was created by a client of ours. I'm a publicist, and she was a PR client. She hired us. She had a restaurant in Asheville called Cafe on the Square that's no longer there, and she created these when she was on maternity leave. She was eating out of control, she and her first child, and so she decided to make these little dishes that say Yum Yum time is, and then at the bottom it says over. And it created a portion for herself, and so she put her snacks in there, and when these were done, she was done eating. And we live in a world of excess. In America, this is a hamburger patty, right? I mean, it's incredible how we don't look at what's really best for our bodies and what's best for our health. And that's just one example. We could do the same thing with our money. We could do the same thing with what we're doing with our relationships and our family and our extended community, right? But if we just look at it in terms of food, when I choose a proper portion like this, which sometimes is hard for me, right? I'm sure it's hard for you all too, especially in a celebration setting. But I know that I'm actually letting my own light shine internally, that I'm being true to God, I'm not being a glutton, and all those things, right? And what happens as a result? My body responds, I have more energy, I'm able to shine that light a little brighter. So how we actually teach ourselves, treat ourselves on a daily basis and handle our petty little portions can actually have a great effect on the rest of the world, because we have a ripple effect on what we do with the rest of the world. And then this is also a little plate that talks about veggies, carbs, and protein. It's a very simple thing that Tracy created. By the way, we had to take the company over for her because her son got ill, and she had to move to Atlanta to care for her son. And we wanted to keep her dream alive. So you never know who's going to actually appear in your life when you have a strong commitment about something, right? And that's what I'm going to ask you to do now. So think about this project or this path in your life that you're not willing to step into right now, but maybe you'll have a different perspective this next month, maybe even tomorrow, maybe even not until next year. which is fine. But what actions can you take? And then ask yourself, is it today, tomorrow, this week, this month, or next year? And then really think about what you're willing to do and what you have the strength to do right now. With the trust that someone may actually show up in your life to actually take over your gift to the world. Because Tracy can't anymore, and we're happy to actually do that for her now. And it actually makes a lot of difference for people like diabetics and bariatric patients, and we are hopeful for the future too, how much more it's actually going. And I have to say, just last month, Halle Berry, love her, you know, the movie actress, was talking about them in a German magazine. We just got, you know, we got an alert. Someone called in and said, oh, I want to order these Yum Yum dishes because Halle Berry's talking about them. So you never know how the rest of the world can be inspired. You just have to step into that fear. So right now, let's take a few moments to answer the question, what actions can you take today, tomorrow, this week, this month, this year?